Kumusta mga ka-Cookmunity? Welcome sa ating Sustansarap, Sustansaya Class. Noong nakaraang class, we learned something new about protein. Nalaman natin kung ano-ano ang iba't ibang uri ng protein food sources at gaano kadaming protein ba dapat ang kainin ng bawat age group. Sana ay nai-apply natin sa ating mga bahay ang mga delicious yet affordable protein-rich recipes mula sa Cookmunity by Ajinomoto PH. Now that we know all about Go, Grow, and Glow foods, let's discover in this class how we can apply this during mealtimes through Pinggang Pinoy. Ako si Debbie Fajarda, ang inyong dietitian classmate mula sa Ajinomoto Philippines Corporation. Sabay-sabay tayong matuto muli sa Sustansarap, Sustansaya Class natin, Pinggang Pinoy Tayo. YOLO! You only live once. Yan ang kasabihan ngayon ng ating mga Gen Zs at Millennials. Living out life to the fullest, so no regrets when we won't have the chance to do it in the future. Pero anong klaseng YOLO ba pagdating sa pagkain? Kain lang ng kain depende sa feel mong kainin? Kainin kung ano ang in? O you only live once kaya't you do your best to eat right for a healthy future? Sagot ka namin ka-Cookmunity. Para tulungan tayo ngayong araw, nag-invite kami ng isang expert na maaaring sumagot sa ating mga katanungan. Ready ka na ba ka-Cookmunity? Ang makakasama natin ngayon ay si Ms. Lizelle Atienza, isang registered nutritionist dietitian. Isa rin siyang professor mula sa University of the Philippines, Las Bañas at previous board member ng Philippine Society of Nutritionist Dietitians. Magandang araw, Ma'am Lizelle.
Magandang araw sa iyo, Debbie, at sa ating mga ka-Cookmunity.
Ma'am Lizelle, more than 2 months na nang lumipas since the year 2023 started. Marami sa atin ay marahil nakagawa na ng kani-kanilang mga New Year's resolutions, pero meron din sigurong ilan na admittedly ay di pa nasisimulan ang kanilang na-set na New Year goals. At malamang niyan, isa dyan ang pagkakaroon ng healthier diet this 2023. So once we are decided na gusto na nating maging healthy, Ma'am Lizelle, yung usual question din is, paano ba siya gagawin? Or paano ba yun? So, with so many trendy diets surrounding us nowadays, what should we follow in the first place, ma'am? And can you please enlighten us on this one?
Alam mo ba, Debbie, na kahit ako ay nakaka-relate sa dilema ng karamihan sa atin. Lahat naman tayo, we want to have a healthy future, not only for ourselves, but for our whole family. Especially ako, I have my own family to take care of. At bilang nanay and syempre, resident dietitian, sa bahay, I wanted to give what's healthy for my family and for my kids most importantly. Now the question is, paano ba to? Yes, that is really a big question mark. However, before we proceed, I want to let everyone know that what we will share in this class will be for a general healthy population, and we always want you to seek a more individualized advice from your medical doctor and dietitians if you have specific medical conditions. Asking how we can improve our diet is already a first good step towards healthy eating. Dahil dito, we are aware in our minds that we should be starting change among us. Totoo yung sinabi mo, Debbie. Maraming trendy diets ang famous sa atin ngayon. Pero to guide you to an easier and a healthier way to healthy eating, let me introduce you to Pinggang Pinoy. Pinggang Pinoy is a healthy eating guide made by Filipinos for Filipinos. This was initiated by the Food and Nutrition Research Institute of the Department of Science and Technology.
So for the benefit of our viewers, ma'am, kasi hindi siguro lahat aware kung ano si Pinggang Pinoy, can you please explain to us, ano ba si Pinggang Pinoy? Ano yung components niya kung bakit siya tinawag na Pinggang Pinoy?
Ang Pinggang Pinoy wants us to understand the concept of healthy eating, including a variety of foods in the right amounts. Pinapakita ito sa pinggan as shown in the logo. Alam mo, Debbie, meron itong 3 main food groups. Ito yung Go, Grow, and Glow foods. At alam kong familiar na tayo dito, di ba? Dito sa mga food groups na to ay makakapili tayo ng mga healthy foods na pwede nating ilagay sa ating plate at meal times.
So tama ba, Ma'am Lizelle, Kaya nga siya tinawag na Pinggang Pinoy is we wanted to teach healthy eating habits sa ating mga kababayang Pilipino kung paano kumain ng tama sa pamamagitan ng mga pinggan kung saan tayo kumakain.
Oo, Debbie. Tulad ng na-mention ko kanina, di ba? Ang principle behind Pinggang Pinoy is healthy eating. Tinuturuan nito ang mga tao na kumain ng iba-ibang uri ng pagkain in the right amounts. Tulad ng mention ko, may 3 food groups dito. Ito yung group na kailangan is 1/4 of our plate, and then the grow food, which is 1/4 of our plate, and then the glow foods, which is 1/2 of our plates. Ito yung fruits and vegetables.
And just to refresh the knowledge of our ka-Cookmunity, Go foods are the foods that give us energy. So ito yung mga breads, yung rice, yung root crops, and the likes. For Grow foods naman, ito yung mga protein-rich foods na tumutulong na i-build yung muscles natin tulad ng egg, ng karne, ng isda, ng gatas, beans, and nuts. And finally, ang Glow foods naman, which are fruits and vegetables, are the body-regulating foods. Ito yung mayayaman sa minerals and vitamins na tumutulong magpalakas ng ating resistensya at magpaganda ng ating mga buhok at kutis.
Tama ka dyan, Debbie. At ang last part ng Pinggang Pinoy is our water. Dapat nagkukonsume tayo ng around 8 to 10 glasses of water daily. At tandaan natin na may iba-ibang Pinggang Pinoy sa bawat age group. May Pinggang Pinoy for children, may Pinggang Pinoy for teens, may Pinggang Pinoy for adult, pregnant and lactating women, at meron din for the elderly.
So, Ma'am Lizelle, aside from the components of Pinggang Pinoy, yung mga minention mo kanina, ano pa yung mga gustong ituro ng Pinggang Pinoy sa ating mga kababayan, sa ating mga ka-Cookmunity?
Ayan, ang Pinggang Pinoy kasi, sabi natin kanina, 'di ba? It teaches us the principle of healthy eating. So, dapat sa Pinggang Pinoy, may 3 key points tayo na chine-check para ma-make sure natin na yung bang plate natin is really a Pinggang Pinoy. So first, our meal should be balanced. Ibig sabihin, meron doong go, grow, and glow foods. So halimbawa, ang breakfast natin ay long silog. So meron tayong longganisa, kanin, and egg. So masasabi ba natin na ito ay isang balanced meal? No, dahil ang plate natin ay meron lang go food na rice and grow food na egg and longganisa. So what we can do to complete our plate is by adding glow foods. Ito yung gulay at prutas. Mag-a-add tayo nito sa ating plate. And in addition, i-modify natin yung ating kinakain. Tulad ng na-mention ko na long silog, di ba, panay fried yon. So fried na ang egg, fried na ang longganisa, fried pa ang rice. So kailangan i-lessen natin ang intake of fats. The second one is moderation. Ibig sabihin, dapat nasa tamang proportion at dami ang bawat isa, Debbie. Kung babalikan natin yung ating example kanina na long silog, di ba? May isang itlog. Tapos, meron pang isang longganisa. So, 2 na ang proteins doon. Sa tingin mo ba ay Pinggang Pinoy ito?
Actually, ma'am, kasi ang long silog, like sa nakagawian ng Pilipino, it always go in pair. Like, hindi mo pa siya pwedeng tanggalin na maging longganisa lang or maging itlog kasi hindi na siya magiging long silog. But given it's a Filipino culture, I think we can do something about it to make it really Pinggang Pinoy and follow the concepts of it. Like, for example, hatiin mo yung proportion mo kay longganisa at kay egg para magawa mo yung 1/4 na sinasabi ng Pinggang Pinoy, and then you get the right amount ng rice and also add gulay sa plate. I think that's possible naman na maging Pinggang Pinoy pa rin silog.
Yes, tama ka, Debbie. Kasi hindi naman natin sinasabi na hindi na natin pwede kainin ang mga pagkain na ito. Okay? So, kailangan lang nating tandaan that we always have to make sure nga na merong 3 food groups doon. So, doon sa long silog, di ba, walang gulay at prutas. So, i-add lang natin ito and make sure na tama ang amounts. And one thing that we should also consider is the proteins or the grow foods that we consume. Dapat sana lean meat if possible and less processed para maiwasan ang mga future complications like hypertension and heart diseases. And then the last one is that our meals should have variety. Sari-sari dapat ang laman ng ating plato.
Actually, ma'am, yun yung usually question ng mga tao. Kasi hindi ba enough na tama lang yung proportion na kinakain nila? Bakit kailangan ko pang kumain ng sari-sari? I think that's a big question mark for most Filipinos and maybe for some new mothers or people na talaga nagtatry pa lang into healthy eating. Can you explain more why we should eat a variety of foods every meal, every day?
Ayan, magandang question yan, Debbie. Kasi ang pagkain ng variety of foods or sari-saring foods every day will give us an assurance that we are getting the complete set of essential nutrients. Wala kasing iisang pagkain ang nagko-contain or magpo-provide sa atin ng complete set of sustansya or essential nutrients.
So sa tingin ko, ma'am, to actually know if varied yung kinakain natin, it would really be a great help for all of us to learn how to plan our meals, our menus for the whole week. Kasi that way, may overview ka na, ay baka makakain ko na ito bukas or kakainin ko to sa isang araw. What else can I add more to the menu? So I would get variety of food items in my mealtime every day for the whole week. Is that right?
Yes, Debbie. Kaya very important ang menu planning. Yung pinaplano natin yung kakainin natin for 3 days or even a week. Just to make sure that we have this complete set of food groups that will provide us the complete set of the essential nutrients every day.
Actually, ma'am, ano kasi yan eh, madaling sabihin to do menu planning, pero sa totoo lang, it's really a challenge for most of us, especially siguro yung mga working people, to think of what to eat. Actually, yung kakainin mo pa nga lang sa lunch or minsan, di ba? Kapag nagtatrabaho ka, ano kayang kakainin ko? With the choices around, di ba? So, are there any tips that you could provide our ka-Cookmunities to have variety of foods in terms of how would they do it in meal planning, in terms of marketing for a week's menu? Any tips on that?
Alam mo, magandang question ulit yan kasi marami namang recipes available online even sa Facebook.
We also have our recipes na sa site. Just look at www.cookmunitybyajinomoto.com and search for Pinggang Pinoy recipes and 100 more recipes na makikita nyo doon na kayang-kayang itry sa bahay.
Well, that's good, Debbie, kung may mga resources nga tayo na ganyan na pwedeng masundan ng ating mga homemakers. Sige, bigyan naman natin sila ng ating mga tips no, sa menu planning at kung paano rin sila makakatipid sa pamimili. So, para sa ating mga ka-Cookmunity, una, ugaliin gumawa ng market list. Dito, ilista nyo yung mga kakailanganin nyong bilhin upang masiguradong wala kayong nakakalimutan or makakalimutang bilhin. At para makaiwas din sa tinatawag na impulsive buying. Alam mo, Debbie, yung impulsive buying kasi ay yung napapabili ka ng bigla no, ng mga bagay na hindi naman kailangan sa pagluluto. Pangalawa, bumili ng mga napapanahong prutas at gulay. Ito yung sinasabi na fruits and vegetables in season. Bakit? Kasi ang mga gulay at prutas na in season ay mas masarap. At syempre, mas mura pa kumpara sa mga prutas at gulay na hindi napapanahon. Pangatlo, ito, magandang i-try, magtanim ng mga gulay sa ating bakuran. Tulad ng okra, talong, kamatis, alugbati, talbos ng kamote, at iba pa. Yung iba ang ginagawa nila, itinatabi nila yung mga buto tsaka yung mga magulang na tangkay ng mga binili nilang gulay at yun yung itinatanim nila. Pang-apat, mag-research po tayo ng mga pagkain na madaling lutuin at hindi nangangailangan ng mahabang oras ng pagluluto. Kasi meron tong dalawang benepisyo. Una, makakatipid na tayo sa oras. Pangalawa, makakatipid pa tayo sa gas. Ayan. Panlima, gumawa ng one dish meal. Debbie, di ba yung one dish meal, ito yung ulam na magkasama na yung karne at saka gulay. So with this kind of meal, make sure natin na kumpleto ang ating essential nutrients, no? Isang lutuan pa lang pero nandoon na lahat ng sustansya. Pang-anim, magluto po tayo sa bahay dahil mas makakatipid tayo dito kumpara kung kakain tayo sa labas tulad ng pagkain sa mga fast food chains. Makakasigurado din kasi tayo na masustansya at malinis ang ating pagkain. Pang-pito, iwasan ang junk foods. So wag na tayong maglista ng junk food sa mga market list natin. Kasi ang junk food ay masasabi natin na kulang sa sustansya at medyo mahal pa ang presyo. Ilaan na lang natin yung budget natin para sa mga mas masusustansyang pagkain. Pang-walo, magbaon ng pagkain. Ayan, kasi kung magbabaon tayo ng pagkain, makakatipid pa tayo. Di ba may mga families kasi na may mga members na they go to school o kaya naman ay working. So kung magluluto na lang sa bahay at ipapabaon, makakasigurado na masustansya at malinis ang pagkain nila.
So, ayun naman pala mga ka-Cookmunity. Try nyo lang itong mga tips na ito from Ma'am Lizelle for you to save some money and effort na rin. So, meron akong tanong sa'yo, Ma'am Lizelle. With this digital age, ang dami-daming available na trendy diet sa internet na napakadaling makuha yung information. Meron dyan yung mga keto, meron dyan intermittent fasting, intuitive diets, and so on. Ang tanong is it worth the try? Is it a healthy decision to try those things? What can you say about those?
Ayan, Debbie, totoo yan, no? Ang dami talagang trendy diets na famous ngayon. At iba-ibang strategies and goals nila, di ba? Kunwari, merong diet na ketogenic diet kung saan minodify yung kinds of foods, di ba? Or yung mga uri ng pagkain na isasama nila sa kanilang kinakain. Meron ding ang diet naman, iniiba nila yung timing, di ba? Or kung kailan sila kakain. At ito ay katulad ng intermittent fasting. But to answer your question in general, yes, these diets actually exist and some in the hospital setting. Like yung na-mention ko na ketogenic diet na ginagamit, di ba, sa mga bata na may seizure or epilepsy. Okay, so some dietary patterns naman ay we can consider na truly effective. Pwede naman kasi talagang may effect sila eh. Meron ngang diet na ginagamit like, for example, intermittent fasting. For some people, nakaka-lose talaga sila ng weight. But if you decide to try this, siguraduhin lang na mag-consult tayo sa mga medical doctors and registered nutritionist dietitian. Kailangan kasi may proper guidance and educated tayo dito sa gagawin nating dietary modification. However, there can be instances that your doctor and dietitian might not allow you to try these diets. Maybe because you have a pre-existing medical condition where trying this diet might add complications and danger for you.
So mga ka-Cookmunity, tandaan, ang bottom line is make sure that you are properly educated on these things and do not be misguided by the information we simply get from the experiences of others or from the internet. Remember that this can be effective for some people, but our diets are always individualized and might be or not be the same for you and me. Ma'am Lizelle, speaking of persons with pre-existing medical conditions, di ba ang sinabi mo kanina, ang Pinggang Pinoy is for generally healthy populations. Meron din bang Pinggang Pinoy for people with pre-existing conditions, say mga taong may sakit sa puso, may sakit na diabetes, and etc.?
Ayan, tulad ng na-mention natin kanina, Debbie, ang Pinggang Pinoy ay para sa healthy population. So, hindi nito kinu-consider or tinitake account ang mga tao na may sakit or may special medical condition na nangangailangan ng special nutritional advice. Kailangan muna magkonsulta sa mga medical doctors nila and nutritionist dietitians para mabigyan sila ng detailed advice na magko-complement sa kanilang overall treatment plan.
So, paano naman, ma'am? Kasi di ba si Pinggang Pinoy, a portion of the plate talks about having half of it full of vegetables and fruits. Ang question ko, paano yung mga vegetarians?
Ayan. So, ang mga vegetarians, they can still follow the Pinggang Pinoy. Di ba natutunan natin sa last class natin that there are plant-based proteins. Hindi lang naman animal products ang sources ng proteins, tama? So, meron ding plant proteins tulad ng munggo, di ba? Mga legumes. So, what they can do is, they can choose a wide variety of foods, put them together, no? One food will complement the other so that they will arrive with a complete set of essential nutrients. So, what we're saying is that vegetarians can still follow the Pinggang Pinoy. The key is to consume a variety and right amounts of foods to meet energy needs. Ang mga sustansya na dapat pagtuunan ng pansin ng mga vegetarians ay ang kanilang protein, iron, calcium, zinc, and vitamin B12.
Okay, siguro ma'am, second to the last question na to. For water, you mentioned that we have to drink 8 to 10 glasses of water per day. So, saan ma-account si milk? Sa protein ba or dun sa fluid intake mo for the whole day?
Magandang question yan, Debbie. Actually, 'di ba, sa Pinggang Pinoy, meron dong makikita tayong picture ng milk. And based on the Pinggang Pinoy guidelines, ang milk can be consumed on top of the protein recommendation. So, each one of us can drink 1 glass of milk per day.
That goes for adults as well.
Yes, also for adults, for all age groups actually. However, please take note that for adults, it's best that we consume better options of milk like low or non-fat milk. Of course, para maiwasan ang excess fat levels in our body.
Okay, ma'am. Noted po lahat yan. Now that we know how to use Pinggang Pinoy and learned its basics and guiding principles, Ma'am Lizelle, gaano ba ka-importante na sundin natin ang Pinggang Pinoy?
Pinggang Pinoy is our guide to healthy eating. It will help us live better and longer. Ito nga ang parati kong sinasabi sa mga binibigyan ko ng nutrition counseling. Huwag nyo na pong hintayin na magkasakit pa kayo because prevention is better than cure. So kung gusto nating mabuhay ng mahaba, have children, see our grandchildren and great-grandchildren, we must take care of ourselves now. And that is through healthy eating. Tama ang YOLO. You only live once, so it's best to live our lives to the full through healthy eating by following Pinggang Pinoy.
So may bago ng perspective yung YOLO. Kasi minsan, di ba, yung YOLO, minsan ang ng iba is just to enjoy life. But
Yes.
for dieting, YOLO is you have to eat better for a longer life since you only live once. So, alright, maraming salamat Ma'am Lizelle sa inyong sharing. Sure ako na maraming natutunan ng ating mga ka-Cookmunity sa mga tips na binigay mo sa amin today. So mga ka-Cookmunity, sana mas nag-level up pa ang ating kaalaman tungkol sa Pinggang Pinoy. At para mas ma-appreciate lahat ng natutunan natin ngayon, sasamahan tayo ni Miss Diane Satore para mag-demonstrate ng mga delicious, nutritious, and affordable Pinggang Pinoy recipes good for the whole family.
Thank you, Debbie. Isang masustansarap at masustansayang araw mga ka-Cookmunity. Ako si Diane Satore, isa sa mga registered nutritionist dietitians ng Ajinomoto Culinary Nutrition Team. Sa previous classes natin, we learned amazing protein-rich and oh my gulay recipes na affordable at simpleng gawin. Plus, nutrition tips mula sa ating experts. Ngayon, let's try to finally make our own Pinggang Pinoy with all the learnings from the previous classes. May 2 recipes tayo for today, which are pork gisado with kalabasa at sitsaro at ang chicken veggie asado sandwich. Tara, samahan niyo ako sa first recipe natin. Ang unang recipe natin ay ang pork gisado with kalabasa at sitsaro Pinggang Pinoy recipe. Sobrang simple lang nito pero complete with go, grow, and glow food na perfect for a family of 5. Madali lang rin mahanap ang ingredients nito at sure kaming hindi kayo mapapagastos ng mahal. Ito ang mga ingredients na kailangan. 2.5 tablespoons cooking oil, 1/2 piece onion minced, 4 teaspoons garlic minced, 3/4 cup ground pork, 2.5 cups kalabasa cube, 1/3 cup water, 1/3 teaspoon ground black pepper, 2.5 teaspoons fish sauce, 1 pack ajiginisa flavor seasoning mix, 8 grams, and 3/4 cup sitsaro sliced into 2. Ang recipe na ito ay sobrang dali lang with 4 easy steps. Saute, simmer, season, and serve. Ang first step natin ay saute. In a pan, heat oil. Then saute onion and garlic. Kapag transparent na ang onion, let's add the ground pork. Then continue to saute for 5 to 8 minutes or until brown. The ground pork will be the source of grow food dito sa ating dish. Pero other than pork, we can get our grow food from plant or animal sources such as tofu, egg, beans, fish, and many more. Pero dito sa ating dish, mas better kung lean ground pork or ground chicken ang gagamitin para lesser yung fat content nito. Kapag naluto na ang giniling, ang next step natin ay simmer. Idagdag natin ang kalabasa. Ilagay na rin natin yung tubig. Let's cover, then let it simmer hanggang sa lumambot na ang mga gulay. We have a question from Mrs. Marian. Kahit di po ba madahon ng gulay like kalabasa, ay marami pa rin bang makukuhang sustansya dito? Hi Mrs. Marian! Yes, very nutritious ang kalabasa. Kahit hindi ito yung usual na kulay berde nating gulay na alam nating siksik sa sustansya, mayaman din ang kalabasa sa vitamins na kailangan natin everyday. Makakuha tayo ng vitamin A na good para sa ating eyesight at meron din itong minerals like phosphorus and calcium for healthy bones. Tandaan natin na kapag mas makulay ang plato, ay mas marami rin tayong sustansyang makukuha. Kapag nag-simmer na, ang next step natin ay season. Let's add pepper, fish sauce, 1 pack aji ginisa 8 grams, at idagdag na rin natin ang sitsaro. Mix well, then let it boil for about 1 minute. Kahit very simple lang ang recipe na ito, maaabot ng bawat family member nyo ang kanilang nutritional needs for the mealtime dahil sinusunod natin ang Pinggang Pinoy Guide. Isang tip na rin mga ka-Cookmunity, you can cut the vegetables into smaller bite-sized pieces para mas madali itong makain ng inyong mga chikiting. Ang panghuling step natin ay serve. To prepare this Pinggang Pinoy meal for kids, i-assemble natin sa plato ang kalahating cup ng pork gisado with kalabasa at sitsaro, 1/2 cup rice, 1/2 piece banana served with 1 glass of water. For adults, assemble to a plate 1 cup pork gisado with kalabasa at sitsaro, 1 cup rice, 1 piece banana served with 1 glass water. Finally, ito na ang ating nutritious and yummylicious na pork gisado with kalabasa at sitsaro na mas pinasarap ng aji ginisa. Ang Pinggang Pinoy recipe na ito ay good for 5 persons at ang cost per serving ng meal nito ay 36 pesos lang. Ang second recipe naman natin ay ang chicken veggie asado sandwich na pwedeng gawing breakfast or pambaon ng inyong kids. Maaari nyo rin itong i-prepare a day before para madali na lang itong ihanda sa umaga. Ito ang mga ingredients na kailangan. 8 tablespoons cooking oil, 1/4 cup onion minced, 4 tablespoon garlic minced, 3/4 cup carrot grated, 3/4 cup sayote grated, 1.5 cups malunggay leaves, 1.5 cups chicken breast boiled and flaked, 1.5 pack sarsaya oyster sauce 30 grams, 3 1/4 tablespoons brown sugar, 1.5 tablespoons soy sauce, 1 piece bay leaf dried, and 1 piece star anise, 1/2 teaspoon black pepper ground, 1.5 cups lettuce shredded, and pandesal. Like the first recipe, this chicken veggie asado sandwich follows Pinggang Pinoy. Madali lang ito at we can have the option to mix the ingredients all together. Pero for this demo, I will show you how it's done without mixing them. So, una nating gagawin ay saute. Sa isang mainit na kawali, ilagay natin ang mantika. Saute onion and garlic. Once fragrant, ilagay na natin ang carrots at sayote. Igisa lang natin ito hanggang sa lumambot. Mamaya kapag luto na ito, isusunod naman natin ang malunggay. Meron tayong question from Tatay Nel. Medyo nadadamihan po ako sa mga lahok na gulay for a simple sandwich. Baka po pwedeng kahit carrots and malunggay lang. Oo naman, Tatay Nel. You can choose freely kung ano-anong klaseng veggies ang ilalagay dito. Just make sure na there is enough vegetables na present dito sa ating dish. Sa totoo lang, malunggay itself is a nutrient powerhouse dahil alam naman natin na ang mga green leafy vegetables tulad ng malunggay ay rich in iron, vitamin C, calcium at marami pang iba for better immune system. Ayan, dahil luto na ang ating carrots at sayote, ilagay na natin ang malunggay. Haluin lang natin ito sandali at i-transfer natin sa isang bowl. I-set aside natin ito sandali. Isang cooking tip ulit mga ka-Cookmunity. You may shred or cut these vegetables into thinner slices to encourage children to eat more vegetables. For the remaining ingredients, on a heated pan, ilagay natin ang chicken. Season it with Sustansaya oyster sauce. Isunod ang asukal, toyo, dahon ng laurel at star anise, at paminta. Haluin lang natin ito sandali, tapos patayin na natin ang apoy. Another tip ulit mga ka-Cookmunity, kung nagmamadali kayo at short na sa time, pwede nyo naman isama na sa pan ng gulay ang step na to. Ang gagawin nyo lang, once luto na ang mga veggies, idagdag na ang chicken at i-season na rin ito sa same pan. Ang panghuling step natin ay serve. To prepare this chicken veggie asado sandwich Pinggang Pinoy meal for kids, assemble 2 pieces chicken veggie asado sandwich to a plate, which contains 1 tablespoon shredded lettuce, 1 tablespoon veggie mixture, and 1/2 tablespoon chicken asado mixture. Serve with 1/2 piece banana and 1 glass of milk. Para naman sa adults, just add 2 more pieces of sandwich, serve with 1 piece banana and 1 glass of milk. There you have it! Ang nutritious yet affordable na chicken veggie asado sandwich made more delicious with Sustansaya oyster sauce. Ang Pinggang Pinoy recipe na ito ay good for 5 persons at ang cost per serving ng meal na ito ay 39 pesos lang.
Maraming salamat Dayan sa pag-share ng Pinggang Pinoy recipes mula sa Cookmunity by Ajinomoto. Meron ba kayong mga katanungan o paglilinaw sa ating mga napag-usapan? Just type it in the comment box below and we will try to answer that in our question and answer portion. Live nating makakasama via Zoom sina Ma'am Lizelle Atienza at Dayan Torre para sumagot sa inyong mga tanong. Punong-puno tayo ng learnings for today tungkol sa magpinggang Pinoy tayo and also about affordable yet very delicious recipes. So before we start with your questions, shout out para kay Mommy Aldrin Torres, kay Tita Malusa Torre, kay Ate Marian ko at kay Lionel Mangune. Salamat sa panonood at pagsubaybay sa ating live today. So, para sa first question natin for Miss Lizelle. Ma'am, may nagtatanong. Kailangan ko pa rin po ba i-follow ang Pinggang Pinoy principles pagdating sa snacks?
Okay, Debbie, thank you sa question. Interesting question yan. Okay, so to answer your question, hindi naman necessary na Pinggang Pinoy ang ating snacks. Pero kung kaya, why not? So, at least 2 food groups sana sa ating snack. May isang go food like bread at merong isang grow food like yung spread niya na cheese, for example. Pero kung gusto natin na mas bigyan pa or dagdagan ng sustansya, pwede natin lagyan to ng gulay. Kunwari ay cucumber at lettuce and tomato.
And tama ba, Ma'am Lizelle, better if the snacks are less processed or hindi masyadong matamis at maalat?
Ayun, perfect. Oo, Debbie.
Yun. So mga ka-Cookmunity, tandaan ang tips ni Ma'am, mas natural, mas better. So luto sa bahay, that's good. Lesser sweets, lesser alat then for the snacks. Next question natin is for Dayan. Dayan, based on your culinary knowledge and skills, how about naman daw yung mga professionals na nakatira sa dorm or mag-isa sa kanilang apartment and usually limited ang budget and also limited yung equipment nila? What can you suggest para ma-follow nila yung Pinggang Pinoy sa everyday meals nila?
Ayan, Debbie, very relevant actually yung question na yun ngayon. Kasi maraming college students na yung bumabalik sa kanilang face-to-face classes, diba? So, tatandaan lang natin na kapag bibili tayo ng food sa labas, dapat kabisado pa rin natin yung basics ng Pinggang Pinoy. So, dapat yung bibilin nating food, meron pa rin yung go, grow and glow. So for example, kapag pipili ka ng bibilin sa karinderya, very good example yung nilagang baboy. Bakit? Kasi meron itong pork na source ng grow food, may gulay na rin na source ng glow food. And syempre, di ba, papartnerin natin siya ng kanin. So yun na yung source natin ng go food. And very affordable pa, di ba? Kasi isang order lang yun, pero kompleto na. So kumbaga, one dish meal na siya. And kapag magpe-prepare naman ng food sa dorm, yung mga one dish meal pa rin, yung mga pwede kong i-recommend, like gaya nga nung nilaga, sinigang, tinola, kasi di ba very easy lang siya to prepare. Igigisa mo lang siya, tapos papakulaan mo lang, and yung equipment na kailangan mo, kahit kaldero lang yung meron ka, yun na yung kailangan mo at hindi mo na kailangan ng fancy kitchen equipments.
So talagang totoo yung sinasabi nila. If you really wanted to eat better and have a healthier diet, all you have to do is to be more creative and to be really, to be intentional on doing it. Nandun yung desire mo to do it. So whatever circumstances, kulang ang gamit, you still find a way to have better meals wherever, kung mag-isa ka, nasa dorm, nasa apartment, nagtatrabaho and all. So ka-Cookmunity, kaya yan. Konting creativity and konting more intentions to eat better for a healthier life. So next question natin, Ma'am Lizelle, here's another one. What if hindi daw talaga kaya ng budget na makompleto yung Pinggang Pinoy? Okay lang ba na at least once a day, for example, isa sa meals nila ng breakfast or lunch or dinner, doon lang sila may gulay? Pwede ba yun, ma'am?
As a nutritionist, dietitian, strict tayo dyan that the recommendation for vegetables na at least 3 servings. So, kung ita-translate natin into cook ay 3 cups of vegetable na cook ay i-consume natin daily. Kung ang constraint or hindrance ay budget, syempre, ang counteract natin with planning. Yung na-mention sa lecture kanina na meal planning, you are preparing in advance. At magsaliksik tayo ng mga recipes na gagamit ng mga murang vegetable as ingredients. Pwede rin kasing magtanim tayo sa bahay kung budget talaga ang constraint. May mga vegetable naman na nag-grow sa backyard natin, diba? Or sa small garden natin. And huwag kalimutan na may mga mura talaga naman. Mamili lang tayo, example, okra, talong, pechay, kangkong, at malunggay. Those are examples of healthy, nutritious, and cheap, in terms of price na vegetables.
Tama yun. I agree with Ma'am Lizelle na a healthy diet doesn't really have to be really expensive. Siguro kailangan lang natin din maghanap sa mga palengke or sa bakuran natin, ano ba yung mga gulay na pwede nating itanim, ano pwede nating kainin para we will be able to meet yung requirement natin sa gulay per day. Kasi remember, ang gulay is also essential kasi di ba napag-aralan natin in the past class and even kanina na ang mga gulay ay mayaman sa vitamins and minerals and that should never be absent in our meal. So may purpose yan sa ating mga diet. So next question is for Dayan. Dayan, how about naman daw yung mga parents na who are both working and they find it really difficult to prepare sambaon para sa mga anak nila? Ano yung mga mabibigay mo na tips since sila ay nagbibigay lang naman ng allowance usually sa mga anak nila? Around 50 to 100 pesos. Paano kaya yon? Depende sa budget na yon. Wala naman daw silang control kung ano ang pipiliing bilhin ng kanilang mga anak sa school. Any recommendation for these parents seeking on how they could instill yung mga better dietary practices sa mga bata while in school?
Ayan, Debbie, I'm sure marami ring nakaka-relate na very busy parents dito sa question na to. So, kapag ganyan yung scenario, I think dito napapasok yung role ng parent as an educator. So, dapat very important na bata pa lang, ipaintindi na natin sa kanila yung importance ng healthy eating or ng Pinggang Pinoy. And syempre, dapat tayo mismo maging good role model para sa mga kids natin na dapat fina-follow din natin yung tinuturo natin sa kanila. And with that, kahit na hindi nila tayo laging kasama, matututo silang pumili ng mga healthier option, lalo na kapag nasa school sila or nasa labas.
Tama yun. So, ka-Cookmunity, remember that tip from Dayan. And also, may I add, siguro Dayan, okay then na they also model that in their own homes. Like, during mealtime, they also serve as an example to their children na they also show them na they should also pick healthy choices. Like for example, mga gulay, mag-offer sila sa tables nila ng protein at ng gulay and show to the kid na siguro parang role-playing o parang anak, if yung merong gulay sa school, ito yung piliin mo, kuha ka ng ganito, ganyan. Kasi di ba education would always start at home. Sino pa man bang magtuturo sa kanila, di ba, kundi yung mga parents. So, ayun, not just the kids but also parents are highly encouraged na kumain din at sundan ang Pinggang Pinoy. So, next question natin is for Ma'am Lizelle. Ma'am, usually kasi di ba breakfast natin walang gulay. So what if, kasi di ba kung magluluto ako sa bahay, sila sa bahay, it would consume time to really prepare maraming mga ingredients. Pwede ba daw i-offset na lang nila sa lunch or sa dinner yung mamimiss nilang gulay for breakfast?
Oo, Debbie, common question yan, no? Na paano kung hindi maka-prepare ng gulay in the morning at hindi naman talaga normally tayo nagugulay in the morning, lalo na sa mga may trabaho or yung mga pumapasok, no, dahil madalian. So, pwede ang sagot dyan, no? Pwede naman na kung na-miss natin yung recommended serving of vegetable or for breakfast, ay i-consume natin ito sa lunch kaya sa dinner. Kasi pag Pinggang Pinoy, ang kino-consider natin dyan is the daily intake. Okay? So, at the end of the day, ang tanong, na-consume ba ang recommended number of servings ng vegetable, which is at least 3 servings.
You, Ma'am Lizelle, for that answer. So, in connection sa tanong na binigay natin kay Ma'am Lizelle, this one is for Dayan. Dayan, ano namang healthy breakfast ang iyong mai-recommend for busy people in the morning?
Ayan, sure na sure din ako na maraming nag-aabang sa answer nito. So, for that, ang mai-recommend ko is yung mga recipes na pwede nating i-prepare ahead of time or yung very minimal lang yung cooking na ginagawa. So, ito yung mga recipes like for example, breakfast wrap, rice toppings, or gaya nung dinemo ko kanina, which is yung sandwich. So, with that, for example, yung egg wrap na for breakfast. So, meron itong egg na source of protein, may mga veggies ito na pwede nating ilagay na representative ng grow food, plus yung wrap, pinaka-wrap or tortilla wrap mismo, ito yung go food natin. So, di ba, complete pa rin siya. So, kung gusto niyo itong i-try, actually, I encourage you to visit our ka-Cookmunity by Ajinomoto website. So, andito yung full instruction and recipe ingredients itong recipe na to, and sobrang dali lang nitong gawin. And marami pang other recipes dito na mas madali niyang masusundan.
And I think aside from madali, it's also very affordable for everyone to follow. Just look at the site and find which would suit you. Depende sa budget, depende sa kung anong kaya nyong gawin, and syempre sa liking ng pamilya at ng mga bata. For Ma'am Lizelle, so sasabi niyo po kanina na merong iba't ibang food groups per age group, recommendation na Pinggang Pinoy for age group. So, iba yung pang 3 to 12, iba yung for teenagers, and etc. How about naman daw sa mga 1-year-old? Meron din ba daw Pinggang Pinoy for 1-year-old children, or pwede ba nilang i-apply yung Pinggang Pinoy para sa mga 1-year-olds nila?
Okay, Debbie, thank you for the question, no? Wala talagang specifically na design or na device na Pinggang Pinoy for children less than 3 years old. Kasi ang age group na meron for na Pinggang Pinoy ay for ages 3 to 12 years old children, no, sa category ng children. But ang tanong is, pwede bang sumunod sa Pinggang Pinoy, or the food groups ba na meron for the older children ay pwede rin sa 1-year-old child or children? Yes, no, pwede na. Even though they are in complementary feeding, ang isinasama din natin na food ingredients ay made up din ng Pinggang Pinoy food groups. Nandun din ang Go Foods, meron din silang source ng carbohydrates like kanin, no? Minsan lugaw nga ang siniserve natin, and then may grow like egg o kaya naman fish or chicken or any protein-rich food na kasama doon sa kanilang diet. And then meron ding vegetables. So, and fruits. So, kung titingnan natin, they also follow the Pinggang Pinoy healthy eating principles. Pero syempre, merong special consideration. Kino-consider natin yung texture ng food na i-offer sa kanila. Dapat palatable and hindi sobrang mahirap i-chew. Something na okay ang texture, okay din ang temperature. So, yun ang dapat merong consideration. I mean, may special consideration no, for 1-year-old. But in terms of food groups, yes, they can, they also include, their diet also include the different food groups na meron sa Pinggang Pinoy. And pwede na nga actually yung mga family meals like nilaga and then meron lang soft cook na rice na madali nilang makakonsume.
Diba, ang 1-year-olds could also be an opportunity for the parents to teach na at a very young age na mahalin ng gulay pagdating sa pagkain. So that's a good opportunity to take for all mothers with 1-year-old. So start them young. And ma'am, meron daw kasing nagsasabi, ang mahal ng fruits, kung every meal may fruits. Pwede bang instead of the real fruit, pwede bang fruit juice or fruit-flavored drinks as a replacement or as a substitute for the fruits na sinasabi ng Pinggang Pinoy?
Oo nga naman, minsan mahal ang prutas pero gusto lang nating i-correct na hindi lahat ng prutas ay mahal, lalo na yung mga seasonal. Para sa ating mga nutritionist, dietitian, tulad natin Debbie and Dayan, 'di ba? We go for natural and fresh kasi iba talaga ang natural eh. Meron niyang mga tinatawag in addition to essential nutrients, vitamins, minerals. Meron niyang bioactive compounds or functional ingredients like dietary fiber, yung mga hibla-hibla. At saka meron pang ibang bioactive compounds na may health-promoting properties in addition to providing essential nutrients. So, I would recommend na you go for natural and fresh fruit. At yung mga fruit-flavored drinks are mostly sugar lang naman. Kaya hindi talaga siya totoong prutas, no? Hindi siya talaga totoong prutas. Pero there are also fruit juices na like, for example, canned, no? Na pag tinignan natin ang nutritional facts, ay masustansya din naman. Kaya lang, lesser na ang fiber content niya in general. So, I would advise na, yeah, once in a while, kung wala talagang access to fresh fruit, why not? Pero, hindi dapat parati, no? Kailangan pa rin natural, whole, and fresh.
I agree with Ma'am Lizelle regards to the fruit. Siguro, for the understanding din, yung mga sinasabi lang naman ni Ma'am Lizelle na bioactive compounds and also the functional components ng fruits, that refers to your dietary fiber, your vitamins and minerals that you could get from eating fruits na merong essential function sa ating mga katawan. So that means yung strengthening ng immune system, pagpapaganda ng mga kutis at mga kutis, buhok, and etc. So yun, kaya importante na may fruits. Pero Ma'am Lizelle, di ba, may isa kasing usual na naririnig na tanong, kapag hindi ba ako nakakain ng gulay pero may fruits ako, pwedeng kalahati ng plato ko fruits? Or pwede ba na kung wala akong fruits, pwede ba kalahati ng plato ko puro gulay? Pinoy principle.
Yeah, interesting question yan, no? Kung wala talaga available, sige, pwede. Pero magkaiba din kasi ang sustansya na makukuha natin sa kanila kung titingnan natin na scientifically, no? Magkaiba ang sustansya na makukuha natin, but basically they are under the same food group. May mga gulay, ang gulay kasi kilala yan na mayaman sa fiber, bioactive compounds, no, yung mga na-mention natin na in addition to essential nutrients ay nagbibigay ng parang health-promoting properties. Sabi nga, pag kumain ka ng gulay, hahaba ang iyong buhay kasi nakita sa pag-aaral, example, doon sa nagawa kong study na meron talaga siyang health-promoting properties, nakakalaban sa mga sakit, tulad ng na-mention mo, Debbie, nakaka-improve ng immune system. Prutas kasi ay may recommended servings yan. Alam naman natin na 2 to 3 servings a day, diba? Kasi mayaman din yan sa sweets. Mayaman din sa sugar, lalo na yung mga ripe fruits. Kaya hindi pwedeng i-consume na unlimited ang fruits, no? Lalo na ng mga nagko-control ng kanilang blood sugar. So hindi para i-substitute ang gulay with fruits and i-substitute din ang fruits with vegetable. kailangan natin ng dalawang uri or grupo ng pagkain na ito para maka-provide sa ating katawan ng complete set of sustansya or essential nutrients.
Thank you, Ma'am Lizelle, sa pagpapaliwanag about the substitution in terms ng Pinggang Pinoy and sa mga fruits, sa mga gulay and all. So, some comments from our live viewers, sabi nila is, napaka-helpful daw ng sessions na ito kasi marami silang natututunan, especially in terms of Pinggang Pinoy. So, sabi ng isa, ang dami niyang natutunan. Meron ba siyang mga question? Wala naman. So, ayun. Let's see other questions. Sabi ng isang comment, eat healthy food with exercise and drink lots of water to hydrate. At mas nakakatipid daw siya sa mga simpleng lutuin nila sa bahay. So, ayun. Marami magandang comments about today's live and mas na-open sila to the balance, moderation, and variety principle of Pinggang Pinoy. So, salamat, Ma'am Lizelle and Diane, for your time to answer the questions from our viewers and from our ka-Cookmunity.
Mga ka-Cookmunity, heto na ang pinakahihintay nyo. Sumali sa aming short quiz at pa kayo ay isa sa manalo ng Ajinomoto products. Pagkatapos ng FB Live, antayin lamang ang Google Form link. Click and completely fill up the form and just answer the quiz. Malay nyo, ikaw ang isa sa mga maswerteng classmates ng ating episode today. Before we end, here are some key takeaways na sana ay baunin nyo that you can share with your friends and family. Pinggang Pinoy is our guide to healthy eating. Second, make sure that your meals are balanced with moderation and with variety. Before trying out trendy diets and patterns, make sure to consult first and be educated by your medical doctor and registered nutritionist dietitian. Apply the tipid tips to save money on buying food for the family. Try Pinggang Pinoy recipes by following Cookmunity by Ajinomoto PH Facebook page and recipe page. Salamat sa inyo mga ka-Cookmunity. Sana ay baunin ninyo ang mga natutunan nating lahat for today's Sustansarap Sustansaya Class. Magpinggang Pinoy tayo. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Huwag kalimutan na mag-like and subscribe sa Cookmunity by Ajinomoto on Facebook and YouTube. Check out na rin ang aming TikTok page, Cookmunity by Ajinomoto PH, for more fun and quick Cookmunity recipes and nutrition information. Keep following us for the next Sustansarap Sustansaya series episode. Abangan ang next topic natin and see you mga ka-Cookmunity. Mga ka-Cookmunity, huwag kalimutang sagutan ang link na ito para sa quiz and raffle. Sustansarap Sustansaya, magpinggang Pinoy tayo.